so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked.
You just fart.
That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
I swear Tanner farted
Vibrant,
during the intro
extremely
song.
humble community.
No, I've
This is
seen the
insane.
sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the locker.
Sure,
In
bud.
Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win? Stay humble.
We are live. Boys and girls, welcome to the Drop Shot Call of Duty podcast. Episode number, what are you wincing at? I haven't even
Big Ball
said.
Billy said Tanner's cat just farted. It just made me laugh. I don't know.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show. Episode 165. It is Struggle City here in the studio for both of us, unfortunately. Yesterday was my older brother's birthday. We went out, and that sucked. I mean, it was fun, but today sucked. Just super hungover. Drank a lot. Drank more there than I probably even did in Vegas, honestly. Like
Why?
real... Because we're Irish. I don't know. We're dumb. I'm a
Why do you go
fucking
to
idiot.
Glendale for everything?
I don't. I fucking hate Glendale, but they wanted to go there. So
Glendale fucking blows.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It's the worst.
Glendale's a really bad city.
Yeah, there's nothing. It has no redeeming qualities. But anyways, whatever. So I'm struggling, and we're gonna do our best. I am, of course, a professional, so here I am. But yeah. And then Tanner also was struggling today, I guess. On a totally
I was just
unrelated
tired.
note, he was not
Yeah, I
invited,
know.
obviously, so he wasn't, of course, with me having
Oh,
fun.
of course not. Yeah.
He was, what, sweating?
I just couldn't sleep very well last night. No, I wasn't sweating. I have the air on in the room every single
Okay.
night. I'm never hot.
Well, okay. That's an aggressive take. Anyway, welcome to the show. Today we have some things to talk about related to Call of Duty, the video game. And we are gonna do those things for sure. And absolutely. But first, a couple announcements. Welcome to our new gold fucking patron, Christopher J. R. It's just Chris R. And I don't know his middle initial. It could start with a J, but that's not information we have. I have a 1 out of like 26 chance. Probably not quite that. Chris R. Welcome, buddy. The Patreon. I appreciate it. Very kind of you, sir. State of Mind Neb and Aaron Clay upgrading to Damascus Patreon fucking membership, dude.
Nice.
And that's kind of relevant, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But State of Mind Neb, Aaron Clay, thank you, boys. Much appreciated. Welcome to the fucking team, the Damascus team. And also, Slivovitz, friend of the pod, sponsored the Drop Shot Invitational number, a number we had. 3, 2, 2, 2, 3. The last fucking tournament we had, Slivovitz sponsored it. Thank you, Sliv. Anyways, he also is getting aggressive. He's getting active. And he's now a fucking annual Damascus patron, dude. Real king shit over there at Slivovitz grown-ass man, old and dying headquarters. Sliv! Thank you very much, dude. Also, Papa Shido with the fucking tier 3 offline sub. I haven't gotten an offline sub in a while. That was a surprising little treat, I must say.
Treat.
It was a little
Tier 3,
treat.
too.
I looked at the dashboard. I got a little offline sub. A real nice little fucking treat, dude.
That's dope.
And it's
Nice
tier
treat.
tier 3, so you know, pretty much best case scenario.
Yeah.
So Pop,
Well, he could have gifted 100 subs offline, but yeah, tier 3 serviceable for sure.
4 digits. Yeah. Pop, thank you very much, dude, for the fucking 14 months at tier 3, getting all those emotes. All right. So a couple announcements. First, why is it relevant that more people are Damascus now? Well, because the gameplay breakdowns are fucking back, baby. They're back. Sage Legacy was the latest one we need to do. It is done. It is uploaded. It is scheduled for tomorrow night. That'll be on the YouTube. Good gameplay breakdown. And also it was cool because we had done another breakdown of his fairly recently. So we saw some improvements. And some strides being made from what we had said in our last time analyzing his gameplay, and this time that was actually really cool to see. Yeah. We didn't pick up on that right away, but then we were like, oh yeah, because well, watch the fucking video, right? And you'll see what I mean. But it was very, very fun. Good game too, and that'll be up tomorrow evening at like a time. I scheduled it for a time. I don't remember what it was. And stay mad. Sub with noties on the YouTube, and you'll know exactly when. How about fucking that? How about you try that? Thedropshot.com, you can find the YouTube linked there. So cool. And then we have so for all you Damascus patrons, if you want to submit a gameplay breakdown, you can do that. You can submit it and we'll do it. We're going to be getting back to doing these pretty much once a week now again. We've just been super busy with a bunch of shit. And I talk about that in the breakdown too. Fuck, I forgot to timestamp it. Don't care. Moving on. Vanguard beta gameplay stream tomorrow. So we didn't stream gameplay yesterday. We are streaming it tomorrow instead. And then we're also going to be doing a gameplay stream on Friday. You can find our schedule every week as our pinned comment on any one of our Twitters. And that this is on that schedule, but just to remind everyone who's here live, we are absolutely going to be streaming the Vanguard beta. I'm quite excited, by the way.
Yeah, very
fucking excited. It kind of snuck up on me. Like, oh shit, the beta's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the actual game, so I don't care as much. You know,
we'll have fun tomorrow, and that's about it. Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's probably true. It'll be fun for a couple hours. I think it's going to be one of those things where tomorrow's going to be fun for a couple hours. Then we're going to get bored of it. But then when we wake up on Friday, I think we're going to be like excited again, you know?
Yeah. And then that'll be the end of it. Then we'll play Friday, and then we're done with the beta.
Probably. Yeah. But we'll see. Either way, I really want to get my hands on it. And then on Saturday, we're almost certainly going to be doing an episode related to having actually played the fucking beta. We'll probably have some Patreon episodes to that end as well. And then last announcement. So I need to be careful how I phrase this, I guess. It's a joke. It's an inside joke. It doesn't matter.
Should we do a drum roll?
No. I mean, you can.
Too tired, huh?
Yeah, you can do a drum roll, please. Awesome. All right. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm wearing a t-shirt and not a tank top. This is not a decision I make lightly. I'm sweating in my room right now. A lot. Because I'm wearing a t-shirt. But you might notice what the t-shirt says.
What does it say?
Well, I thought Tanner was going to wear it with me. See that?
That wasn't agreed upon. I can change. You want to change real quick?
No.
Let me change.
I don't care. No. You can. I mean, if you want to change, sure. It says Manscaped on it, by the way. Here's the back.
What does it say?
Well, you can't. You probably can't read it because my back is so fucking wide. I don't know. They made shirts in this size. But anyways,
it fits pretty
nice. It says
nice.
Manscaped, your balls will thank you. And the announcement is this: I went to Manscaped.com and I bought a t-shirt.
Yeah.
That's the announcement. Yeah. No, the announcement is, of course, thanks to you guys, by the way, and 100% thanks to you guys We are now sort of sponsored by Manscaped, and I'll get into that in a second. So once upon a time, fucking... Should we talk about this, actually? It's probably fine, right? About...
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, yeah.
Like a long time ago?
Yeah, so fucking 6-8 months ago, we get an email or a Twitter DM, I think, from Manscaped, and they're like, hey, send us your podcast analytics, and then like we might want to work with you guys. So I sent them everything they asked for, a lot of detail. Didn't get a reply. I was like, okay.
That was right before episode 101. So that was going to be another big announcement.
Yeah.
That was like a few weeks beforehand, and it ended up obviously fell through back then.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't really know what happened. I mean, anything could have happened, I guess. We just didn't get a response. We are assuming our just numbers weren't quite there at that time. But then, you know, they made a Twitter post. They made a tweet. They did a tweet. And they were like, oh, tag some podcasts we should sponsor. And many of you, and I mean many of you, fucking added us under that tweet. So then they emailed us again. And I swear to God, if it was not for you guys, I do not think we would have gotten this far.
No, of course
What are your
not.
thoughts, Tanner?
Yeah, because we didn't go on that tweet and say our own podcast name once. We started getting tagged in it out of nowhere. I don't really know why. And then I started looking at it. I'm like, okay, sure. So I would like their comments and stuff, but I never went on there and said, oh yeah, sponsor my podcast. We did not ever do that.
Yeah.
And just one of you guys would see, and then you would tweet at them, and then another person would see, and then they would tweet it. And then I saw some people talking about it in the Discord, and they were like, go vouch for them on this. And we were like, okay, yeah, sure. Cool.
Cool,
So,
man.
we didn't say anything about it, and they did it all. So yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
That was very cool to see. So anyways, long story short, we are sort of sponsored by Manscaped. So first I want to say thanks to all of you guys who tweeted at them. I'm 95% sure that was the only reason we got an
100%.
email.
Yeah.
Because all you guys brigaded their Twitter, dude. And I'm here for it. So thanks, guys. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. So they email us. They're like, hey, you know, let's work together. And then I was like, all right, cool. Now we're on sort of, I don't know how much I can say about this. Okay.
Maybe not any of it, actually. Yeah.
Perhaps not, but we're going to try anyway. For this first month till October, we're on sort of like a trial-ish run. So we need help. We need you to buy items from manscaped.com and use the promo code DROPSHOT for 20% off and free worldwide shipping. Free worldwide shipping. They sent Tanner and I a box. Fuck. Dude, look at this. Hold on, guys. Look. Did you look at this, Tanner?
What?
That fucking newspaper they sent?
No, I didn't. I didn't look at that part.
I was going to start this episode
yeah.
by doing this move.
Yeah.
Wait, if I can open the newspaper. I'm not old as fuck like many of you are, so I don't know how to handle a newspaper. So just give me a minute. Yeah, I was going to do just this move.
Yeah, that
I
would
was
be
just going
funny.
to be doing this move, you know? Yeah, it would have been good. Funny ass newspaper. Anyway, they sent us a box with a bunch of stuff. Like a surprising amount of stuff, actually. A lot of shit. And they were like, hey, before you guys talk about anything, we want you to try it. Because if you don't like it, then obviously we don't want you to, you know, lie to people. And that's literally, well, it's in the contract. They were like, don't lie. Which is cool.
It does say that, yeah.
Yeah, which I was like, that's cool that it's like legally binding that I can't lie about it. But yeah, they sent us a bunch of shit. tools to try it. Works very well. So for you guys here live, you won't hear us talk about it again, but on podcast apps and on YouTube, we'll have an ad read. And if you need to trim up your nuts, help us out, help your nuts out, use Manscaped, dude. It's actually fucking cool, by the way.
It did work very well. Yes, I was very pleasantly surprised. It was great.
The light that it has, I thought it was going to be gimmicky, but it's actually fucking clutch.
Yeah.
Among other things, it works. Didn't cut my balls, which was great.
I'm surprised you even remembered how to do that.
Well, yeah. I mean, anyway. Anyway, for this first month till October, it is very important that you guys help us out. Buy it for yourself, buy it for your son, your brother, your uncle. Buy 8 razors for your whole family. Buy them as stocking stuffers. Use code
That's what I was
DropShot.
gonna say. Yeah, start buying your Christmas gifts now.
True.
Yeah, start buying your Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Get the 20% off, help us out, and get your shopping done early.
Yes. Yes. And I can't stress this enough. Very important. In the month of September, help us out. It works very well. DROPSHOT. 20% off. By the way, it's a big discount. That's 1/5. That's a lot. And free shipping, too. Good fucking deal, dude. So make it happen. Support the show. We would appreciate it. And we'll have more to say on that, I think. Like I said, it's Struggle City today. I'm doing my best. But anyways, thank you guys again for completely harassing them on Twitter into contacting us. We really do appreciate it. And now we need you to go to a step further and fucking buy it, dude. Buy the Lawnmower 4.0. It fucks. And anyways, if you're listening on a podcast app, as most of you are, you will be hearing an ad. And the ad's well done. I did a good job. And I videoed myself too. So if you want to see the video version, go to the YouTube. You can see it. So.
Wow.
So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Buy a fucking razor to trim your nuts, or there will be consequences. We might just cancel the podcast in October.
There will be a lot of consequences if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
A lot of consequences.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways. The code is DROPSHOT. DROPSHOT. 20% off. Free worldwide shipping. All right, Tanner. And by the way, in the future, we won't be like talking about Manscaped in the announcements. This is just, we're just announcing that it happened. But normally it's just going to be, like a normal ad.
An ad read, yeah.
We won't be spending 45 minutes like I am right now. So in case you're already annoyed that we've talked about this too much, like I'm continuing to do, relax. It's just, it's because we're excited and I'm struggling and yeah. All right, Tanner, anything else you wanted to fucking talk about?
Absolutely not.
Cool, man. All right, if you were listening for the jingle, here it is.
I'll be right back. You can get into it.
I won't be doing that. I've literally cut my nuts before, yeah. Not using the Lawnmower 4.0, but I was using like a real razor a while ago. Quite a while ago. Stung a lot. A lot more blood comes from your ball sack than you might think, actually. Which kind of makes sense because the vein is fucking right there. It's the same reason like your forehead will bleed a lot if it gets cut. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. Today we have things to talk about related to Call of Duty. No playlist updates as far as I saw, really. But there were a couple patches for Warzone. I didn't mean to put this here. Hold on. Okay. I put it somewhere twice. All right. So, Warzone DMR was nerfed. Neck multiplier 1.1 to 1.0. Upper torso, same thing, 1.1 to 1.0. Why was the DMR nerfed in Warzone? Is fucking anyone using the DMR anymore? When was the last time you saw the DMR, Tanner?
Well, this was just buffed. Did they already nerf it again a little bit? Is that what happened?
They nerfed it on the 8th or the 9th, yes, of September.
Oh. Yeah, no, not many people. No, not at all.
I think because they nerfed the Type 63, which we talked about last week, and they might have just been trying to get ahead of anyone trying to cheese the DMRs or something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, if you were using the DMR, stop it. And also really stop it now because it got nerfed. But that doesn't really matter that much. And then there was another much larger Warzone patch today, actually. This was just done this afternoon. And it was basically a lot of weapon balancing. So, AK-47 gun kick adjusted. Don't know why they're calling it kick instead of recoil. And don't know what adjusted means. I do know that, for example, on the Swiss, they like adjusted the recoil that it has, and it's completely imperceptible. So it's possible that this AK gun kick adjustment will likewise be negligible, maybe not even noticeable at all.
I had heard it's a little bit easier to control now, just a tiny
easier.
bit.
Okay,
But,
yeah. Yeah, but yeah, not that much. So, otherwise untouched though. The Farah was just nerfed in every conceivable way. Not actually, no, it wasn't. So, max damage 29 to 25, minimum damage, which is more important for an AR, 25 to 23. That's very big. Head multiplier went up though, 0.35 to 0.56. Neck multiplier 0.0 to 0.2, and upper torso multiplier 0.0 to 0.1. Huh. Well, minimum damage being decreased by 2 points is quite a bit, but also between head, neck, and upper torso multipliers being buffed, that seems real good. However, max damage is only 25. So if you're hitting headshots with the Farah now, it will be as if you were hitting the foot pre-patch, because that used to be the minimum damage. Now it's the maximum damage you can get. So overall, probably a nerf. Wait, yeah, that's not how multipliers work. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think about this? Because those are big fucking multiplier buffs. Does this sound like a nerf to you?
Yeah, especially, well, I mean, if you're doing headshots now, it's going to kill, well, technically it's probably going to be around the same with the damage changes. I don't know. It kind of just seems like one of those things where they kind of just made changes that weren't that necessary to just change the gun. I don't know, because yeah, those multipliers are big actually, especially with a gun like the Farah that's easy to control.
I know.
It's pretty easy to dink kids with headshots, so having that multiplier increase is pretty big. But ultimately, I don't know right now if that would do more damage still, or
I think it probably, honestly,
with the overall damage, I don't know.
The upper torso multiplier was only increased by 0.1. That's still fucking 10% though. That's still pretty big. But with the damage value decreases, I actually don't know if your average TTK will be faster or slower going forward.
I'm sure they don't know either, yeah.
They probably don't. This is something that I think I just have to wait and get the numbers on. It's a weird change. They basically made the Farah fucking terrible if you're not shooting upper torso or above, though.
That's what I was thinking. So maybe they're trying to make it so it can still be good if you're a good player and can hit your shots up there. But if you're missing and hitting their arm, their legs, you know, wherever else, then it's going to be a pretty bad gun for you, maybe.
Yeah,
But
I think you're right. And because it's so easy to control, this is a way to balance it. Because like you can, like you said, if you're a good player, you can pretty reliably with a fucking Farah hit upper torso at 80 meters, like pretty consistently. So I don't know. This is something we'll see and kind of play test, but it's too early to tell right now. We don't have TTK numbers pre-patch to post-patch at this time because this patch was just today. But odd changes for the Farah. Not terrible though. And if it did get better, I don't think it got better by much, honestly. And now you have to be a little more accurate. I think overall, probably a good change. Krig 6, recoil increased. From what I'm seeing and hearing, the recoil on the Krig got increased a lot.
I heard the Krig is chalk now, yeah.
Yeah. And the neck multiplier 0.3 to 0.1. So that's just a flat fucking nerf. Fantastic. Happy to see that. Fuck the Krig. It was way too easy to use. Glad the recoil got increased. It's weird that they do this to the Krig and then something, excuse me, totally different to the Farah, though. I find that very odd. Like, I wonder what their thought process is. Like, let's change damage values and multiplier values on the Farah. But on the Krig, which is the same gun, we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to give it more recoil. I'm not mad about it. I still think this is probably a pretty good change, but this is unambiguously a good change. Whereas the Farah, it's like kind of remains to be seen. But I'm happy to see that. Fuck the Krig. Fuck these guns that you can not miss with ever at any range ever. Super boring. So cool. QBZ. Recoil slightly increased. Recoil dampening enabled. Hey, what the fuck does that mean?
Huh?
What did he say?
What does recoil dampening enabled mean? I have no earthly idea what the
recoil dampening
that
enabled.
Means. I don't. Is that like a setting somewhere?
So let's define the word dampen. Make less strong or intense. So recoil less strong enabled.
So, but also recoil increased slightly. That was the other change to the QBZ.
Yeah, not really sure here. Yeah.
I don't.
Recoil was increased. We'll just keep it with that.
Recoil dampening enabled might mean the longer you're shooting, the easier it gets to control. So you know how like the Cold War MP5? You start shooting it and it points straight at the ceiling, but then if you hold it down for like 5 bullets or so, it like stops moving.
Yeah.
Maybe that's recoil dampening. You know what? I bet you that is what it means. Because I can't think of what the fuck else it could mean.
Yeah, I mean, if you've never used a term like that before in patch notes, it'd be, you know what? These are the Charlie Intel patch notes. On their patch notes, they go into more detail. I bet they mentioned what that means.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty sure Charlie Intel just copy pastes them.
They leave out all of their little notes usually, though.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
Huh. I've literally checked that before because I didn't want to leave shit out like that. So I was like, oh, Charlie Intel's good. But
let's see.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Here we go. Okay, QBZ. We have a vision for where we'd like the easiest to control long-range weapons be on the time to kill, blah, blah.
Can you link this?
They're just images on their Twitter.
Oh.
So it's kind of hard. I have to link like
I
4.
saw that. I thought, okay, yeah. So cool.
But that's just images from their patch notes, yeah.
Got it.
So I don't know.
Yeah, fuck. I don't know what Raven's doing. Remember when their patch notes were really good for like a month? F's in the chat.
Well, it's still like this. They still go into depth and explain everything. They just don't explain what recoil dampening enabled means.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I think that means, is that it's going to have more recoil now, but if you hold the trigger down for a little while, it'll just stop moving, very much like the Cold War MP5. That's my guess as to what that means. More important question, why the fuck did the QBZ need this change? Don't know. They could be thinking, since the Krig is out and they think the FAR got nerfed a lot, they don't want people to just use the QBZ as the new Krig, because it does not have much recoil, or it didn't, at least prior to this patch. So maybe they're trying to avoid people switching to the QBZ and then having to do that later. It's probably what they're trying to do. That would be my guess. But I don't know. Very odd. OTS 9. Recoil increased slightly. Max damage 34 to 31. That's really big. Minimum damage increased 20 to 21. Okay. That doesn't matter, because if you're using an OTS 9 at its minimum damage range, you'll lose a gunfight to a Glock. Headshot multiplier 0.35 to 1.52. And neck multiplier 1.35 to 1.0. How are these decisions being made? What is...
Yeah, a little odd.
Fucking weird?
Again, yeah. You increase the headshot by a lot, but then decrease the neck by even more. Huh. It's just weird that some guns would even have a neck multiplier and then other guns just don't altogether.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, it seems odd.
It's very strange.
It's like not having a headshot multiplier at all, really. It's like, I don't know, kind of weird.
You think the OTS 9 will be...
So
good
minimum
still?
damage range, so that means it does more damage at its, like, at further
Far.
distances.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my biggest issue with the OTS, was it was dog shit at range. I think all in all this made it worse though, because it shredded up close, it was awful at range, so now it's a lot worse up close and it's slightly better at range, but it has kind of a weird recoil pattern. Not that there's a lot of recoil, but it's like a gun like a MAC-10 is easier to control and has way more damage at range anyway, so the OTS isn't really good in that situation as it is. So all in all, I think this just got a lot worse, and I probably won't be using it anymore knowing this. Actually, that's been my go-to lately. Now I'm furious. I spent hours unlocking it. Furious. I'm very mad. Yeah. So I've been using the shotgun, but before that I was using the OTS a lot. So cool. This probably done with it.
They nerfed the OTS 9 to punish you for using a Gallo, and it is your fault,
man.
So thanks in advance. I agree with you though. I think the OTS 9 is just not worth using anymore.
Yeah,
because going for headshots at 5 meters is a fucking insane thing to do. You shouldn't do that, and if you do, you'll lose unless you're cheating. So you can't really rely on the headshot multiplier, especially that up close. And then max damage 34 to 31. That was why the OTS 9 was good, because it had a dog shit max damage range. It's like the first 10 meters or some shit, very close to that. And it fucking shredded in that range. That was like kind of the give and take. Doesn't really have that anymore. I would be very unsurprised, in fact, if the Cold War MP5 now had a faster time to kill inside 10 meters than an OTS 9. And if that's true, I would just use the Cold War MP5 then. Because it's a little better at range. So, yep, F's in the chat. Probably shit now. Tech 9, which I don't see anyone use ever. Max damage 26 to 24, cool. Minimum damage 24 to 22, awesome. Neck multiplier 1.0 to 1.1. Again, don't know the thought process. For the Tech 9, I don't care. It's not a good gun. No one uses it. You have to not have a silencer if you want to put it in full auto. So, not a great Warzone weapon, right? Cringe. Cringe attachment, cringe location. To put the attachment, hey, have the Tech 9 be fucking full auto by default. Start there. Anyways.
Yeah.
It was shit before, it's shit now. Don't know why they changed it. Cool. Plus ratio. The Stoner. Recoil adjusted. Light machine gun alpha is what they wrote, by the way. So, awesome. And that trend is continuing into Vanguard, by the way.
Yep.
Which is both fun and exciting.
We'll have to just try to learn them. Maybe we should do our own little internal quiz when the game comes out,
should
and
make
we'll learn all of the
flashcards,
code.
dude.
We should actually, we should make flashcards. We should quiz each other so we know all of them the whole year and don't ever have to go through this again.
I agree. Let's make flashcards like we're in fucking middle school, remembering state capitals like assholes because they can't be bothered.
Well, I got 50 out of 50 on that test.
Okay. Did you actually?
Yeah, I got a trophy for it, actually.
Wow. Look
They
at
gave out trophies because only like 3 or 4 kids got it.
What's the capital of Wisconsin?
I don't remember at all. I don't remember any of them.
Cool. How about
Capital of
California?
LA maybe.
Do you
San
actually
Diego.
not know, dude?
I know what the capital of
Okay.
California is. Wisconsin. I really don't know what Wisconsin is anymore. Though. Yeah, I don't know.
What's California's?
It's Fresno, dude. I know what it is. It's Sacramento.
Okay. You had me
Dipshit.
going there for a second.
Well, you're an idiot. Get scammed. Wisconsin couldn't matter less. I actually forgot that was a state. Holy shit.
It might as well not be, yeah.
Yeah.
I think everything around there, just make it one big state. Madison.
Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah, of course.
That's it.
I knew that. That's why I was asking Tanner. Okay,
You're
anyways.
quizzing me, yeah.
So anyway, Light Machine Gun Alpha, which is the stoner. So I'll fail that quiz if they ever have that. Recoil adjusted. Gun kick adjusted. Raise interrupt time increased from 0.8 to 1.0 seconds. Hey, what? So that was 3 separate changes to the stoner, and I don't know what any of them mean. So let's go through them again. Recoil adjusted. Cool. What does that mean? Is it better? Worse? Different pattern? Gun kick adjusted. Hey, cool. What's the difference between that and recoil? Does that mean flinch? Don't know. No idea. No explanation was given. Raise interrupt time. Don't know what that is either. Warzone's been out for 2 years. Never heard that phrase in my fucking life. Raise interrupt time. I'm trying to think of what that could mean. Something to do with ADSing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, know how you can cancel reload? It almost sounds like it's something to do with that, like interrupt time. I don't know. Here's what they said about it. Its recoil, gun kick, and handling were more what one... They need to have someone proofread this stuff. It's terrible. So its recoil, gun kick, and handling were more what one might expect from a 5.56 assault rifle rather than a light machine gun. These added LMG downsides will have players thinking twice about bringing an LMG to an AR fight. That told us nothing.
Cringe.
Lot of just nothing there.
That sounds like they made the recoil worse. I mean,
Yeah,
and it
that's
also
what it sounds like.
Yeah, it wouldn't. The stoner was really fucking. So I'm not mad about this. I'm mad about the patch notes though. Write better. Have a modicum of clarity. Yeah, raise interrupt time. Yeah, maybe it's like the time between when you finish your plate and you can use your gun again. It used to be 0.8 seconds. Now it's 1 second. I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
Or like the gas mask animation. So, okay, fine.
Cool.
TAC Rifle Charlie in Cold War. I don't know what this is. M16?
AUG.
AUG. Recoil decreased slightly. So they just changed. They just made the recoil better for the AUG last week. And now they're doing it again a little bit. So odd. But okay. Sure, I guess. Let's not make the AUG too good, or I'm going to be real fucking mad about it.
Are you?
Also, for the titanium and rapid fire barrels on the AUG, fire rate increased 5 to 6% and 7 to 8% respectively. That is not that big, but it is something. I wonder... That's very, very small difference, actually. I wonder if that would even be a frame. 1% fire rate increase. I don't know. Either way, got a very small buff to its fire rate.
Yeah,
so.
very small.
And then same thing for the M16.
I was hearing M16's pretty decent again.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter
As like
today.
a main, like with the normal setup, like a 3X and shit?
Yep.
Huh.
So I'm interested in trying that out. Those guns were fun to use. It'd be dope if it was actually balanced correctly. It's just so hard to balance those burst guns.
Yeah.
So if this is like good and usable against ARs, then I would have fun with that, actually. It's just whenever they've put in burst guns, they've always been busted overpowered, so none of us like them now.
Yeah. The main issue
if
with
it's just
them,
solid and can compete, then I would like to use it.
I think the main issue with them was just their fucking range was insane. Like, you could get 3 bursted at like 80 meters, and it's like, okay, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, way too tight of groupings. We've talked about that. But anyways, yeah. I'll try the M16 if people are thinking it's good. Doesn't seem like it based on this patch or last week's patch, but maybe it is. I don't know. And then a couple bug fixes. Fixed an issue where the Swiss K31 Roman Standard reticle was not center aligned. So now the Roman Standard finally works. There's your answer, Tanner. So cool, man.
That was in the last patch. I don't know if it really wasn't fixed then when they said it was, but they put it in there again. Yeah.
Great question
Not really
and
sure what's
smile.
going on there.
Yeah. Great question and smile. But other than that, that is it for patch notes. Nothing for Cold War. Nothing for MDub. Just a couple things for Warzone. Overall, I'm happy with this Warzone patch. Stoner needed to be nerfed. Farah's the only thing that I think is like an open question. Krig absolutely needed to be nerfed. I'm glad it's dog shit now. QBZ change was weird, but no one was using it anyway. OTS 9 is the only change I'm like not happy with. I don't think they needed to touch the OTS 9. And I certainly don't think they needed to change it in this way. Because now I just do not see a reason to use it. It's also got 40 rounds only. Like,
that's what it was good for, is shredding people up close. And now with that nerf to the maximum, or to the maximum damage, it's, I don't know. I don't really see a reason for running it either.
Yeah. So
it just made my Gallo even better is what they did. So thanks, Raven.
That is actually true, yeah. So
get fucked.
So a fine patch, I guess, overall. I'm not gonna, lament the OTS 9 change too much.
Nothing sounds a lot better, so that's good. None of the guns sound like they got better, really.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
It's always a good thing when we have less no recoil guns. So
yes, exactly. Agreed. So what do you think is gonna be the meta gun now?
Gallo and Swiss.
Okay. If you had to use an AR, what would be the meta gun? You one-shot piece of shit.
C58, Cold War AK, maybe. Hell, we're probably getting back into the AMAX being meta again, really. I don't know.
C58 did not seem that
XM4,
good.
yeah.
I would like to try the XM4 again, yeah.
I think XM4 may start working its way back in.
Mm-hmm.
But that's true.
You know what? I think
I've never liked the XM4 as a long-range setup. Really, it used to be really fun as a close-range SMG setup. Good for medium range. I never liked it for long, but I haven't tried it in a long time, so I should do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I will be trying that, actually. I think you might be onto something. C58 I tried this week, and it's still just a little too bouncy when there are guns like the Krig and Farah. But after this, still don't think the C58 is going to be it. I think it... Well, maybe, though, actually. C58's got a lot better now. Like, C58's quite good now. But I would like to try the XM4 again, for sure.
Yeah.
It has felt weird to me as a long-range gun, too, though, when I tried it last. It's been quite a while, but it was after the barrel changes that I tried the XM4, and it still felt odd.
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that, huh? Yeah, That's weird.
It's like it like rotated. It was doing like barrel rolls, not complete barrel rolls. Obviously, this isn't Star Fox, but it was rotating in that manner. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll give it another shot. But in any case, that is that. Support for the Drop Shot is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming, champions of the world. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped just launched their 4th generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right, the 4.0. 4 iterations, boys. Join over 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping for all you Brits out there with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. That is code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. Imagine shaving with a sleek, well-designed, and optimized trimmer that makes shaving time your favorite time in the bathroom. I'm one of the first people to try the new 4.0, and I'm blown away by the performance. The craftsmanship and details on the 4.0 are next level. I have in the past tried using a normal razor, and unsurprisingly, cut my nuts, stung like a lot, and there was a lot of blood. Your nuts bleed more than you probably think they do, and that was not great. But no such incidents occurred last night using the Lawnmower 4.0. Manscaped engineered the ultimate groin and body trimmer by focusing on intelligent functionality and an incredibly comfortable grooming experience. Their 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. Again, I used a normal razor exactly once. Cut my nuts, didn't do it again. This upgraded trimmer includes a multifunction on-off switch that can engage a travel lock. It also gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes 1 through 4. The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help battery length last longer. Men, if you've been shaving with the same nut trimmer on your face, you've been doing it wrong. No one wants to end up with pubes in their mouth. Ask your wife. It's time to get your own ball hair and body trimmer with Manscaped to make me time the best time. And enhance your confidence with some nice, smooth boys. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code DROPSHOT at manscaped.com. That is 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code DROPSHOT. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. All right, now on to news and upcoming changes. A lot of Vanguard shit here. So players can rank up their player XP up to level 30 in the Vanguard beta. Weapon XP is also capped at level 30 in the beta. Operator XP and Clan XP is not available in the beta, but will be at launch. This was in reference to the last beta weekend we just had. However, I expect it to be the same for this beta we have coming up. I can't imagine it's going to be different than that. It certainly won't be lower than level 30. So it'll either also be level 30 for both player and weapon XP. Or levels, rather. And by the way, that answers, because we were talking about that, remember? We didn't know which one. Turns out it's both. So it's either going to be 30 for both or higher. Probably just 30, though. Maybe on Saturday, Sunday, they bump it to 40 or something. It's possible. But at least
they've done that in the past.
They have done that, yeah. But it definitely won't be lower than 30. So that's something to keep in mind. And then this is also, I don't know if we ever got confirmation of this. Clan XP. Operator XP and Clan XP.
Yeah.
I don't know what either of those are. I can kind of guess what Clan XP is. But what the fuck is Operator XP?
I think Operator XP, just whatever operator you're using at the time. I think that's maybe how you unlock more for that specific operator.
Like more skins?
Is through obtaining XP for them, yeah. Versus maybe instead of doing like specific operator missions for them, it bases it off of how much XP you get with them. I don't know. We'll see. And Clan XP, that was not They didn't really talk much about that either. They mentioned both of those things in the multiplayer reveal. Didn't really go into depth though, so we won't know a whole lot about that until the game releases probably. I'm expecting, especially the clan thing, to be stupid. It's like, what are they going to give us with clan XP really that people actually want? Like weapon charms if we hit a certain, like, what are they going to do with that?
I have
Sounds
a couple.
cool. They'll implement it very poorly, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's not going to be that much that matters. Like regiments, which are basically clans in MW, you can set as the regiment leader happy hour. Mm-hmm. So every day for this hour, if you're in this regiment, you get double XP. That's cool, I guess. So that might be like if you're clan level 2, you can have a happy hour. And then maybe clan level 3, you can change the color of your clan tag from whatever default white to purple. And then if you get clan level 5, you can make it gold, shit like that. I would imagine some things like of that nature, but nothing that's going to really matter that much. There will be a drop shot clan, by the way, and you're all invited. And it'll be on a first come, first serve basis.
It's invite only, actually. So
okay. You know what? Tanner's right. Sort of. Here's what we're gonna do. If you send a picture of your virtual receipt from Manscaped.com using code DROPSHOT at checkout for 20% off and free worldwide shipping, you will get an invite to the clan.
Yes.
There you go.
Otherwise, fuck you.
Otherwise, fuck you indeed. And make sure you do it in this month. Thanks in advance.
Yeah.
We're sponsored by Manscaped, by the way. And thanks. Yeah, but I don't know. Operator XP, I don't know what that could mean. I mean, normally I would think that means if you get operator levels, you get new skins for that operator. Probably new finishing moves. Maybe voice lines. But that shit used to be tied to bundles and the challenges like you were talking about, and we have gotten confirmation that those dumb fucking challenges are coming back. So I'm not entirely sure what operator XP means, but again, like clan XP, not going to matter that much. So there you go. Also, I think this is kind of cool. Playing the Vanguard beta will progress the Season 5 Battle Pass in Cold War and Warzone.
Yep. That's neat that they did that.
That is neat. Yeah, that's cool. And they're just continuing that cross-progression kind of scheme that they've been going with, which we've always been fans of. I think that's cool. I am surprised that they're putting it into a beta, but that's dope. So if you're trying to like get tier 100 or whatever, you can play the beta and make just as much progress. So that's good to know. Also, weekend 2 upcoming will have search and destroy as well.
Let's play some toxic search.
Let's
play some toxic search on stream, dude.
Once I'm thoroughly bored of the Vanguard beta, I will play a match of search. Yeah.
So tomorrow by 10:40 a.m.
10:40 will be when we're queuing for our first match because it's going to be a disaster. So 11. Yes. That's when. Yeah.
Sweet.
So anyway. All right. Now, what are the 10 attachment types you can have in Vanguard? Each weapon in Vanguard can have up to 10 attachments. So it's looking like now you don't need a special perk to use every attachment slot on your weapon. This is unlike Cold War, where you needed Gunfighter to use all 8 slots. In this game, you can use all 10. You don't need to sacrifice anything to run 10 instead of 5 or 8. And these are the names of them. Muzzle, underbarrel, barrel, magazine. So that's 4. These are all normal shit that we know what these things are. They're in MW and Cold War. Optic, rear grip, and stock. That's 7. And these are all things that we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Now, also, number 7 Nope. 8. Ammo type, which we can kind of figure out. This is incendiary rounds, FMJ, sparkler rounds, smile. So that's an attachment that everyone can use.
Can't wait.
I'm concerned about this because like, what's going to be the meta ammo type?
Probably the explosive rounds, yeah. I mean,
Right?
probably the one that does the most damage, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The one that one taps everyone. I just know there's going to be some gun that's not in the beta that's going to come out when the game is fully released, and its explosive rounds are going to one-shot everyone, and it's going to have a 100-round drum mag, fully automatic. So that is going to happen. I guarantee it. There's going to be some gun in the game that the weapon mod is just insane, that they overlooked and people didn't test because it wasn't in the beta, and it's going to fucking suck.
Yeah. Agreed. So ammo type is something guaranteed. So that's odd. And then the other two are proficiency and excuse me, and kit. So these are like the two weapon perks slots, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Proficiency, from the name, makes sense to me. So like sleight of hand would be you're proficient at reloading this gun, so you reload faster. Cool. Or steady aim. Well, I fucking hope not steady aim, actually. Iron lung. You're proficient at holding your breath with this gun. Sure. I understand what proficiency means. Kit? Don't get it. I don't know what kit could mean as a weapon, mod, and or perk. What that means.
Maybe it's something you can put on your kit, like fully loaded. You can carry more ammo on your kit.
Okay, I like that.
Something like that.
That makes
That's
sense.
not the only one I can think of that makes sense for kit,
Fully
though.
loaded is, of course, the only one that makes sense
Yeah,
there.
none of the other
but,
ones. Yeah, yeah.
But there's also going to be new shit in Vanguard, like new weapon perks. That,
There's gonna be a lot of them. Yeah.
So there's so maybe you might be right. Like kit will have fully loaded, where you have like more backup ammo, and then other things related to your gun that are new for Vanguard. I don't know what those could be, even in theory, though.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you would have like chalk. You know, weightlifters use chalk to like get better grip on the bar. I imagine people don't use those for guns because they have gloves usually and shit. But something like that.
Or they have manly hands, not little boy hands like you.
That's possible, yeah. I don't know if they had chalk in the 40s. I don't know if that was a thing yet. That's, of course, a joke. Yeah, I don't know what else it could mean. But I think you're probably on the right track. Something like fully loaded and shit.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I don't think anything else from MDub would apply to that, really. Because any other type of kit thing I can think of sounds more like a perk. Like extra lethals. It's like, okay, well, that's a perk. That's not like a kit thing. And it's not related to your weapon either. Maybe this is like where hybrid optics would go. Probably not. But like you carry a separate optic in your kit. So you can toggle between this scope and then that one. If it's a part of your kit. Anyways.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I'm just...
That's one of the biggest reaches I've ever heard. Yeah,
it's a reach for sure, yeah. But anyway. Another picture here is for ammo types, at least on this gun that is on the screen. I don't know what this gun is.
That's the STG-44.
This is the STG-44, of course, which is what I just said. And here are some of the ammo types. This might be all of the ammo types, in fact. Subsonic, FMJ, frangible, so that's not a weapon perk anymore. Armor piercing, incendiary, lengthened, and hollow point.
Yeah.
And the SCG is an AR, so you can expect pretty much all of these types to be available on all ARs. This is kind of about what I expected. So the description for frangible: +2 increased flinch dealt. That's pretty fucking annoying. You can use a gun that gives extra flinch to other players.
Boy, that's going to be fun, isn't it? Yeah.
That makes for
Can't
a
wait for
very
that.
consistent video game experience when certain people make me flinch more than others. Cool. Delays enemy healing like an M-dub, and hitting enemy legs slows movement. What are your
That
thoughts
doesn't
on the
matter too much. People
frangible
don't shoot
ammo
legs.
type?
Well, I want to know why there's nothing on the con list for this. If every weapon mod just has pros, then that's going to be really fucking annoying. Like, some of these need to have downsides to them.
I think they will. Like, I think
Well,
like
I don't know why it wouldn't be
Incendiary
in the
will have like
screenshot. Yeah, it should. Something like Incendiary should have awful bullet velocity.
yeah, right.
Yeah, stuff like that, but not really sure how they'll manage to yeah, I don't know. This is what worries me the most about this game, is this shit right here.
Getting too aggressive.
Getting way too
What do you
aggressive.
think lengthened means?
Probably better
FMJ?
bullet velocity.
Oh wait, no, there are FMJ rounds. Never mind.
Subsonic are the ones that keep you off radar. FMJ are the ones that appear to explode, even though they're FMJ. Frangible's that one. Armor piercing, pretty self-explanatory, I guess. Yeah, lengthened, I would guess is bullet velocity. Not
makes
sure.
sense.
It needs to have something else though. You don't want just bullet velocity. Although if these are switching over to Warzone, something like that may actually be the best to use in Warzone. If you
Yeah.
can use a bullet mod, you know, then that would probably be the most used. Hollow Point then will do more damage, but it would do less armor piercing and probably won't go through walls, is what that'll be. Like, you won't be able to shoot through walls like you would with this game's FMJ rounds or something.
Yeah.
But I am very worried about these ammo mods. I don't have a whole lot of faith in them doing these correctly and not making some of them just completely busted and annoying to go up against.
Yeah. Dude, increased flinch is like really cringe.
That's not fun to play
I do
against.
not like that at all. It just makes for more inconsistent gunfights.
Oh, this is going to be the most inconsistent COD ever, probably.
Dude, it's going to be
with
actually
armor plates.
Yep.
Yeah, armor plates, the flinch thing, all these different ammo mods. Yeah, it'll be very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Every gunfight will feel fucking weird. One will feel like you kill someone in 150 milliseconds. The next one will feel like 800. It's going to be all over the place.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll see how this plays, but that remains to be seen. Yeah, I'm not super excited about it, but I'm not going to write this off yet. It's possible that this is not as impactful as it maybe sounds, and even if it is, it's possible that they tone this shit down once the game goes live, or even after beta. But I will say, I have not yet heard any complaints about ammo mods from anyone. Even after this beta is done.
Yeah.
Which leads
That
me to
is true.
believe it's probably not as big of a deal as maybe we think it will be.
That's what I'm hoping, yeah.
Yeah. So
Or it's just people have been thinking about other things like playing the maps and trying the guns, that they're not so much really focusing on something like the ammo mods. They're just not thinking about it. But it is something new, so you would think they would be. You'd think there'd be a lot of focus on it. But also, because of what they're locked behind, it looks like we're only getting access to like 3 of them anyways.
that's a
and
good point too, yeah.
One of them, Subsonic, is the one that does nothing except for keep you off the radar when firing. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
probably why.
We'll see. Lobbies are disbanding in the beta after every match, just like Cold War and M-Dub. I didn't even think about this. I figured it was a given forever now.
Yeah.
But just to remind you guys, in case you thought that that wasn't going to be the case, it will be. It's in the beta. I'm sure it will be at launch as well. Now, on to... I find this amusing. VGC Video Game Chronicle sources have confirmed that COD 2022 will be a sequel to MW 2019. Now, VGC is very reliable with their leaks, but they have gotten something wrong before. Don't remember what it was. I think it might have been the new Warzone map.
No, I don't think they ever talked on that. I don't think they did.
Maybe not. I don't remember clearly, but I'm pretty sure I remember them being wrong about one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Either way, by and large, they're very reliable. And Charlie Intel tweeted this, so, and I'll read their addendum here. So this is from Charlie Intel yesterday. Tweet: breaking. VGC sources also confirm COD 2022 to be a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019 and state that the game will center around U.S. Special Forces fighting a covert war against Colombian drug cartels.
Damn.
As an addendum, the information also lines up with what I've heard about the game. So this is probably true. And I've also heard some whispers that the game's going to be pretty incredible. This probably isn't true. But we'll wait till next year for that. Back to Vanguard. So, couple things to say on this. First of all, Vanguard isn't even fucking out yet, and we're talking about COD 2022. I understand, and if I was a news site that knew this, I would, of course, talk about it as well. I just do find it kind of funny that we're like already talking about COD 2022 when this game isn't even out yet. It's like, okay. Also, I think that is a very fucking cool plot for a modern FPS game fighting drug cartels. That's fucking cool. I sort of wish it was like Mexican drug cartels, because I live in the United States. Most Call of Duty players probably live in the United States, and Mexico's closer to the United States than Colombia. And the Mexican drug cartels are fucking insane.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean, insane, dude. Go to liveleak.com, type in...
Well, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that, actually. But
Absolutely don't do that.
If you want to sleep, don't do that. But anyways, notwithstanding, that's an actual really cool idea for an FPS that takes place in modern times. And I'm surprised it hasn't been done before, or at least not that I can remember.
You're right, yeah.
Isn't
weird? That weird? Yeah. That is a great idea. Theme. Yeah. I like that a lot. We're going to be killing a lot of drug cartels. I mean, anyone who takes drugs should be shot and killed in real life, of course. You smoke weed, you should be gunned down. You should be shot for doing that. So I like this. Very excited to gun down all the weed smokers, for sure.
In the video game, of course, yeah.
In COD 2022, which is a sequel to Modern Warfare 2019. No, really, this sounds very fun. Now, them saying covert war worries me a little bit. Probably going to be a lot of cheese shit, Rainbow Six type of stuff, like kind of semi-futuristic covert warfare, you know? It also just makes me think it's all going to be night maps, dude.
In the campaign, maybe. There will be some.
Yeah.
Colombia is also pretty densely vegetated.
Very, yep.
A lot of vegetation. A lot of vegetables in Colombia. A lot of green. So it'll look pretty, but if a lot of multiplayer maps take place in fucking Colombia, unless it's like a city, it's going to be hard to see enemy players. Especially if it's being made by Infinity Ward, it'll be impossible to see people.
Oh, yeah, you won't see anything.
I mean, I can't see people on farmland. On flat
you
ground.
have an issue. Yeah, something's wrong with you. But...
Well, something's wrong. Many things are wrong with me. Something's also wrong with fucking Infinity Ward. Their dog shit visibility, so hopefully that's better. But anyway, I think it's a cool idea. And that is coming in 2022. I do find it odd that Charlie Intel said they've heard whispers that the game's going to be pretty incredible. What? Okay. How the fuck would anyone know?
Yeah.
It's in like pre-alpha.
They would know, yeah.
I guess.
Well, because they're hearing all their thoughts and everything, or what they're trying to do to the game, what they're, you know, what the scope looks like. So I get it. Yeah. They got to say something.
Yeah. So that
I like that theme a lot.
fun and
That sounds exciting.
Yeah, that is. What is this next note, Tanner?
So there's an issue today I saw all over Twitter. I think Raven or Activision did something today with the anti-cheat because a bunch of Warzone pros got shadow banned at like the exact same time. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. There were a bunch of them. Like I saw at least 8 or so. They were all talking about it. They're like, why did all of the pros just get shadow banned? So to me, that kind of shows they're doing some sort of changes behind the scene. Maybe like we had talked about a while ago, or a few weeks ago, that they're gonna start banning people quicker now. When, you know, something is triggered, maybe an average KD or something, or a number of kills in a match is triggering people to get automatically shadow banned or banned altogether quicker. And that's kind of what is happening here. So that's what sucks about a system where you get shadow banned, is because good players that aren't cheating get screwed by it. So that's rather annoying. But it was funny because it like all happened at the exact same time. I don't think I've ever seen like a mass shadow ban wave like that before. So
definitely doing something to their anti-cheat.
Yeah,
I'm conflicted about this. On the one hand, they're trying something that's good, and I'm happy about that. And also, if a bunch of pros got shadow banned, a bunch of probably actual cheaters also got shadow banned. So that's pretty cool. Now, that doesn't make it okay to be shadow banning pro players. That sucks. And this is the problem with not having a real anti-cheat, which is something we talked about a year and a half ago when this shadow banning shit first started happening. Actually, that if you don't have a real anti-cheat, then really good players will be wrongfully shadow banned. Like the gaming definition, F's in the chat, and now all these Warzone pros. I mean, again, we saw this coming outside of a year ago. Totally unsurprising. However, hopefully they sort this out. I don't know what they're gonna do, because even if like the Warzone pros get unshadow banned or whitelisted or whatever, what about people like Jake Down? He's going to get shadow banned, but he also doesn't have 1 million Twitter followers to tweet at Activision to fix it. So what about like
Jake? He deserves it.
Legit players?
They just get shadow banned. Pyman was
going to stay shadow banned.
Yeah, Pyman couldn't play for like a week because he was shadow banned. I think he ended up using. He ended up using her account, and then her account got shadow banned after a couple days. Yeah. Yep. So. Yeah, that sucks for those people. But it's like, you can go watch their stream for 5 minutes that you can tell they're not cheating. Like it's just so stupid that people genuinely think a lot of them are cheating, but whatever. We've had that discussion.
Right. Yeah. So, all in all, it sucks for those pros, and I hope they can get it sorted out. But the fact that they're trying anything to get this cheating fucking disaster under wraps, is under control rather, is a good thing. I think they're gonna fuck it up, of course, but the more they fuck it up, the closer they'll be to not fucking it up. So yeah, they're trying something. I can't be too mad about that. Yeah. And then what's this next little point here? Tanner drop shot.
Kind of the last thing here. Did you hear about this World Series of Warzone tournament today?
I saw the clip of the very end.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I don't know much more than that. No.
Yeah. So for those of you listening, World Series of Warzone, it's a big event put on by Call of Duty. There's a bunch of different variations. There's duos tournaments, there's European, North America, there's trios tournaments. Well, today they had an interesting one. It was hosted by Twitch Rivals too, so I guess, is that how the other ones were? I don't know, but it was on Twitch Rivals Twitch channel. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was a solo tournament, and it was winner takes all. It was 1 round. Your kills don't matter. The only things that matters is getting first place. If you get first place, the prize was $100,000.
Wait, it was only
nothing
one
else. It was one match for $100,000. Last alive wins the game.
Holy shit.
Wins the prize pool. So I was playing Tarkov all the time, but I had the stream open on my phone. I was kind of glancing at it. everyone, and I mean everyone, was in a building, crouch walk, ADSing around with a shotgun. Everyone was using a shotgun, dude. Because people just weren't peeking. They were all in buildings. So it made sense. They're all like, let's use shotguns and stuff. It was fucking funny. I mean, this is a horrible tournament format, but it's really funny and cool to see like once or twice like this. This is never something they're going to do long term, obviously. But so anyways, the winner, his name was Chow. I believe he was French. He secured the win with a riot shield and a gallow.
And stuns.
So
yeah.
So at the very end of the game, it was 1v1. Winner gets $100,000. The other player was shooting at him. He had his riot shield out. His riot shield was protecting him. After the guy hits his riot shield a few times, he starts to run around cover. So Chow throws a stun grenade, and he pushes this guy, pulls out his gallow. He gets the stun, and he just runs around the corner and just gallows the guy to death. And he wins $100,000 that way with a fucking riot shield, a gallow, and a stun grenade.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I saw the Twitter clip and I looked in the comments or the replies, and there was a screenshot of someone who was crouched in a corner of a building with a shotgun and a heartbeat sensor out, and the heartbeat had like 7 dots on it because everyone was just ratting, hiding.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And like, so they were all on heartbeat. Pretty goddamn funny.
I know. Yeah.
This just goes to show you once again, by the way, these people don't play their own game. Because, of course, if it's winner takes all solos for 100,000 United States dollars, of course everyone's going to rat. Why would I peek? If kills don't matter.
That was to be expected, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, why would I do anything other than just rat until the very end with a riot shield? Completely smart and completely makes sense. I also found it deeply amusing that some people were shitting on the winner for using a riot shield and a shotgun. Hey, it's for $100,000.
Yeah, and what's a better loadout to use? That was when I heard about this tournament a few days ago. That was my first thought. Oh, riot shields. Like, what else? Of course. What do you? Yeah.
100%.
That's the way this is going to be played. So it was really funny. He was super hyped, obviously. I also saw this other clip of this kid. He was like British or something, and he was streaming, and he was sitting on a roof, like watching the staircase, and his mom comes in and starts like yelling at him. He's like, "Mom, I'm in a fucking tournament. Mom, get out." It was so funny. He's like, "Get out, get out." And he's yelling at her.
Oh no, dude. I have to see that clip.
Yeah,
I'm going to take a look for that piece of media. Yeah. I mean, if you're competing for $100,000, you got to go tell your parents, hey.
Oh, you need to say, leave me alone.
Leave me the fuck alone for an hour, please. Thank you.
Exactly.
That kid, I'm glad he didn't win. Use your brain.
Well.
Yeah, that is funny, though. I saw the clip. It's amusing. But to anyone shitting on the guy for using a riot shield and a gallow, you're a fucking idiot. Of course he should have done that.
That's the expected loadout. For
$100,000, dude, I'll do anything. Anything. I'll DDoS the competition. I don't care. Rack me up, baby.
Yeah.
Put my name on that fucking check. Anyways, whatever.
Cool.
But yeah, World Series of Warzone is a cool tournament. It's weird that they changed the format for the solo one, though. You would think, first of all, why the fuck only do one match? That's very strange.
Oh, I'm glad they only did one. Imagine watching more than one match of that. They knew it was going to be stupid. No one wants to see more than one match of that.
They would have wanted to see more than one match if they used the same score system as they did before, which was where the placement was a bonus and kills mattered. I don't know why they got away from that.
Well, because that's what this is. World Series of Warzone. It's a bunch of different types of tournaments. That's why they did it.
I see. Okay. That kind of makes sense then.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good idea. I thought that was cool they did it. I'd never want to see a tournament like that again, but that was funny.
Well, it was funny. Yeah.
Because what else would you expect? Everyone's going to be ratting it out. When Jake and I peaked, it was 5th circle. There was, I think, 54 people left.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And it ended at hospital. Rat Central. I mean, because you could be on any level
On any
in there.
level, yeah, true. Yep.
Couldn't have landed in a worse spot, really.
Yeah.
Activision did that on purpose for sure.
They doctored the circles, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have custom game settings in their Warzone servers. They don't give them to
Yeah.
us, though. Must be nice.
just the devs play on them on their breaks.
Yeah. Last note here. This is breaking news from today. There were rumblings that this was true. It has now been confirmed. Battlefield 2042 has been delayed and is now releasing on November 19th, which is 4 days after the Warzone integration of Vanguard is going to take place.
4 days before. Is that
Oh,
what you said?
before.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I said, but you're right. Yeah. That is surprising, sort of. When was Battlefield supposed to release? September, right? Or October, rather. October something.
22nd, maybe. And early access was like October 15th. If you pre-ordered that version, I don't really remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing. I'm like, wow, it's pretty risky putting it out only a few days before the whole Warzone integration takes place, because Warzone's a way more popular game than Battlefield, no matter what. Even if you like Battlefield better, Warzone is more popular and will be more popular. So I don't know. Kind of sounds dumb, but I guess if they don't think the game is ready to be released, it makes sense. I'm just mad because we wanted to play it next month. When we're done with Warzone, because nothing's been happening, give us something to do for like the last few weeks before Vanguard comes out. It was a thing that was going to hold us over between the Vanguard beta and the release of Vanguard, and now we don't get that, so that sucks. But
yeah,
I'm excited for it. But I wonder what happened that they delayed it, because they've been working on this game for how many years? 4 years.
Yeah, actually,
Battlefield games don't come out often at all, so not sure why they had to delay it 1 month or not even a month.
By the way, yeah, how much can you get done in a month, and is it worth it? Like, if this,
they had, of course, blamed COVID and all that. Yeah,
that's fine, I guess. But like, dude, this close to the Warzone, yeah, this is not a good idea at all. If anything, delay it 2 weeks, pay some overtime, get those guys working and girls working real hard. But fuck, man, this is cutting it real goddamn close. And I almost think it'd be better to just release it unfinished.
That's kind of what I think. Yeah,
you know?
There must be some major issues for them not to release it. And I know Tom Henderson had talked about that like over a month ago, that in one of the first alphas where gameplay was being leaked, he said they found, or maybe even Battlefield mentioned it publicly, but they had found some like major issue, like some game breaking issue that they hadn't known about until there was a bunch of playtests going on. So not sure what that could have been, but that probably has something to do with it. But yeah, they blamed COVID and everything for it, obviously.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Yeah. So that sucks. I won't be playing it nearly as much because I was mostly going to play it during that little break there. So.
Yep.
I'll simply be refunding it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Other than that, not really much to say about it. I am curious if it manages to, because another thing too is like when the game first comes out, it's going to be unplayable for the first day or two because the servers are going to be overloaded and everything. And then by the time Battlefield servers are stable, new Warzone map comes out, no one's going to be playing anymore. So it's like there's not going to be a window where people are even going to be able to really give it that much of a chance.
I know. It'll be popular on Twitch for exactly 3 days, and then Warzone will come out, and then Warzone will be breaking 3 million concurrent viewers on Twitch. Yeah, exactly. And then Battlefield will just be back at the bottom again. And then it's like if people start playing the new Warzone map and they love it, there we go. A lot of those people aren't going to go back to Battlefield again. Every single time Battlefield comes out, when COD does, they said Battlefield's such a better game, blah blah. COD sucks, but if Warzone's better, none of those people are going to be playing Battlefield. Those games are not as popular anymore.
Yeah.
People want to play just BRs, basically.
Especially if the new Warzone map comes with the new perks, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Then people are going to be
the streamers
very
will
excited.
be all over it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So either way, I don't know what EA is doing, but they've made mistakes before and they'll make them again. So yeah. Other than that, Tanner, I think that's about it, buddy. Anything else you would like to discuss this evening?
Nope.
Nope. Wrong little thing. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Wrong button again. All right. Well,
You're just that. You need to go to sleep. Go to sleep now.
well, all right. Terrible joke. That's it, boys and girls. We're done. We made it. Patreon.com/thedropshot. It's the best way to support the show. We do 5 bonus episodes a month. We do gameplay breakdowns. We're going to have a new one up the evening of the 16th, September 2021. So check that out on the YouTube. You can go to thedropshot.com, find links to all our shit there, daily TikToks. That's linked. The Patreon is linked. Just again, the best way to support the show. We appreciate you for considering it. We'd appreciate it more if you actually fucking did it, though. So do that. Twitter, all that. Vanguard beta gameplay tomorrow if you're here live. And if you are listening to this on a podcast app, then the Vanguard gameplay stream is over for Thursday. But we're doing it again on Friday, the 17th at 12 p.m. So you can come check out thedropshot.com/live. Watch us play that. And again, manscaped.com. They sell a lot of items, mainly a dope fucking razor to trim buzzer, I guess. I don't know if I'd call it a razor. I think I'd call it a buzzer to trim up your balls, your cock and balls. Use code DROPSHOT for 20% off, which is a big discount, actually, and free worldwide shipping. And it would help the show worldwide, indeed. It would help the show a lot, especially for the month of September. So if you have anyone you want to buy this for, or yourself, if you maybe need some Christmas presents, buy it now, the month of September, and then you can, you know, have one little bit of Christmas shopping maybe done. But manscaped.com, drop shot, 20% off, free worldwide shipping. All right, that's it, boys and girls. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.